Angry Charles erases Sussexes. Brutal removal after royal fed up with Harry and Meghan. Hello and a very warm welcome back to Harry Meghan Fail channel. Prince Harry is gradually being erased from the royal family's website on orders of King Charles, who is fed up with his renegade son, courtiers confide. 2 years before Harry exchanged vows with his biracial gal pal Meghan Markle, he released a huffy statement bashing the British media for their coverage of his bride-to-be. The dressing down remained online for more than 7 years, but recently vanished without warning. In his scathing tell-all, Spare, Harry claimed the brazen bulletin left his father and brother William furious because it made them look bad for not defending their own wives in the same way. As we know, American-born Meghan and the monarch's second-born son with the late Princess Diana turned their backs on palace duties to chase their own fame and fortune in her native California. But since the Duke and Duchess of Hypocrisy settled into their $14 million Montecito mansion, they've seen their real estate dwindle at his relative's official online home. A fawning 2,700-word profile of Harry and a 1,300-word bio of the former suit siren were reduced and compressed into a joint description of less than 500 words, which also includes their kids, Archie and Lilibet. Meanwhile, cancer-plagued Princess Kate's ongoing absence from the royal spotlight has sparked shocking new fears that the palace is trying to hide the true extent of her physical and mental collapse. Prince William's beloved wife vanished from public events 6 months ago, and the news blackout on her condition has triggered panic. She is dying and may never be seen in public again. The silence about Kate's health crisis, believed to be ovarian cancer, is deafening, a well-placed senior courtier tells us. We re-terrified Kate's way worse than the royals are saying. Could we wake up one morning and find she has suddenly passed? And cancer may not be the only health crisis the Princess of Wales is fighting. Kate's disappearance has even generated palace whispers she's been secretly hospitalized for severe emotional issues and will never be able to resume her role at William's side, shares the insider. All this secrecy is devastating and points to an impending disaster for the monarchy. The new alarm bells for Kate's health exploded after Kensington Palace revealed on May 21st that the chemo-ravaged princess was the driving force behind a major report by her Early Childhood Foundation, calling for companies to introduce more family-friendly working practices. Surprisingly, there was no personal statement from the 42-year-old mother of 3, and the palace admitted she won't be returning to duties anytime soon. The royals were immediately accused of a cover-up. What is the palace trying to hide about Kate? Ponders a royal observer. I don't believe anything until we see her. She was the most photographed woman in the world, and there hasn't been a single picture of her going to or from the hospital for treatment. This suggests there's much more to this story than the palace is letting on. Kate was last officially photographed at Christmas, with William and their children, before undergoing secretive abdominal surgery in mid-January. Palace insiders told us she was suffering from cancer, and a pale and gaunt Kate finally admitted the heartbreaking diagnosis in an emotional March 22nd video. That bombshell came just weeks after King Charles revealed he was diagnosed with the deadly disease following a procedure for a benign prostate condition. But while Charles has bravely resumed his duties, Kate remains nowhere in sight. What is really going on? Says the Observer. There is a horrible ongoing silence as to the whereabouts and well-being of our future queen. Kate asked for privacy when she revealed her stunning diagnosis after explaining the situation to her kids, George, Charlotte, and Louis. That request likely came in anticipation of the devastating effects of the chemo on her looks, say sources. Kate was very thin before, and the chemo's likely left her looking skeletal, dishes the palace courtier. Her hair is her crowning glory, but word is it was falling out in clumps, and by now she may be totally bald. In addition, the chemo will likely cause an early menopause, which for kid-loving Kate must be emotionally devastating. I don't think she ever gave up on the possibility of having one more child, even though William was dead set against it. The gutsy royal was expected to face her health battle with dignity and courage, serving as an advocate for all cancer patients by proudly wearing the ravaging effects of the disease and treatment like a badge of honor rather than go into hiding. Despite everything Kate is enduring, she is a true warrior princess, and we believe she would still make public appearances if she were able, continues the courtier. She'd want to be an example of what happens to someone undergoing debilitating chemotherapy and could be an inspiration for others. The fact she is hiding away, or being hidden away, is frightening. Kate was notably absent at a recent garden party thrown by Prince William, who called on his cousins, Prince Andrew's girls Beatrice and Eugenie, and Princess Anne's kids, Peter Phillips and Zara Tyndall, to help with the hosting. The only way Kate can stop the speculation that she is dying or suffering a mental breakdown is to appear in public, even briefly, says the Courier. But that's not likely to happen in the immediate future, as King Charles and Prince William cancelled all of their public appearances after British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak called for a general election on July 4th. It is standard practice for the royals to step back to keep attention rooted on the election and to keep them clear of the political arena. But Kate, who has been out of the public eye for 163 days, has cancelled all appearances for the remainder of the year. Without an opportunity for Kate to make an appearance, speculation will only grow, warns the Courier. As the late Queen Elizabeth always said, you have to be seen to be believed. And you, what do you think about this issue? Please tell me your opinion below in the comments. If you see my video is so useful, don't be afraid to like and share it with anyone who also loves it anytime you want. And please subscribe to Harry Meghan Fail channel to get more updates in the future. Now, thank you for watching. Goodbye and see you tomorrow.